All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well today. Just a quick little video here, try to have less rambling and more action. I just put some Delcovic exhaust on the Himalayan, 21 Himalayan, and I wanted to share it with you guys, and I've got to brag on them. I know I do a lot of positive reviews and not many negative, but so I've been working on bikes almost 30 years. On and off, and you know, did it for a living and all that good stuff. But anyway, this exhaust system, and I've probably put hundreds on, is probably this is a bold statement, but it's probably the nicest fit and finish exhaust system I've ever put on a machine. It fit right on there. Now, given the bike is new, fairly 2,000 miles or less, and so there's no mud or none of that rust or anything, so that made it go smooth. But when I say fit and finish, I mean how the new exhaust fit to the bike. I didn't have to modify anything, didn't have to pull and tug too much. You know, you have a little bit of that, but that's just how it goes. But without rambling, let's get right into it, and let's go over it quickly. I'll show you step by step how we did it, and then we'll take it for a little ride and let you guys hear it. All right, so here it is, guys. This is their 14-inch stainless oval exhaust. The factory exhaust is a little longer, and this is what they had in stock, and this is their stainless, and I'll drop a link below for it. But really pleased with it. I thought about getting a carbon fiber, but this was really similar to the same weight since it's shorter, and I thought, man, if I ever whack into something really hard with that carbon fiber, I might break it or something. So I'm pretty pleased with the way it looks. I did like the black look of the carbon fiber, but this shiny is fine. I'm not really a big chrome gets you home guy, but I'm pretty proud of that exhaust. I mean, it's all right if the exhaust pipe's shiny and new. But anyway, let's get right into changing it, guys. So you're gonna have a tie wrap up here, one from the factory. We put two back just because sometimes those aftermarket tie straps break after they get sun on them. But anyway, you cut those, and right inside there's an O2 sensor. You kind of reach up in there, and you can kind of pull that down where you can get to it, the little wire connector for it, and that's what it's zip tied up into there. So you cut that loose, pull that down, disconnect that. I put a little bit of spray on these, but they came right out. There's one in there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's one right up in there, and I just used like a long extension, and those are 12 millimeters. Took those out. This is on the factory exhaust, of course. And then you had one hanger here from the factory, and the whole exhaust system came off and out of the way. It was that easy. So if you get this full system from Delcovic, of course you'll have to unscrew. That's a 17 millimeter, I believe, if I remember correctly. Unscrew that O2 out of there, screw it into your new one. This new one will have a plug in it, screws right out by hand. Install this. Now there's gonna be a bolt that's actually a bumper for the center stand. It's a 12 millimeter. It's right there, if you guys can see it. Let's see if I can make sure. Yeah, so you remove that. There's no nut or anything. That thing's just threaded. You remove that out of there, and this thing here will kind of be just hanging there, so don't drop it. Just leave it there, and your new header pipe will slip in there, and you'll put that factory bolt right it and put this exhaust bracket on top of this piece. Hold this piece steady, thread that back in, tighten that up. What I did is I left this a little loose and then tightened those evenly on the head, of course, and then snug everything down when you get done. Now once you get this mounted hard, the header pipe mounted hard, then you can slip this under this clamp right here. This muffler pipe, and this muffler is slotted, so it'll slip over. There's a couple of seals that go in here. And then what we did is we put this is a little short, I guess, increaser, a reducer, whatever you want to call it. Slip it down over, tighten it down, and then we kind of worked this on, and then basically just made sure it was straight, and then put the clamp around it. Now you'll have to install this rubber piece onto this clamp. They come separate, it fits right on there perfectly. Then you bolt this little bracket here, right here. We put it on the back, and I'm assuming that's how it goes. I guess you could put it on the front, but I thought it would look a little better. Put it on the back, put your bolts in there, tighten them down, and you're done. And then tighten this clamp here. There's two 5 millimeter Allens there, and then one 6 millimeter Allen in this bigger Allen head, smaller clamp there, I believe. And these are 6 millimeters as well. and then you'll need a 13mm back here on the back to hold these, and that's it. We kind of centered it up, like I said, really good as we could. I put it on the center stand, and then John and I centered it up and tightened it down, and we took it out for a little ride and super impressed with it. John and I both rode it, and I think it helped the low end torque of it actually. Usually opening the exhaust kind of helps the top end, but maybe it's just because of the sound, but I feel like it helped it definitely down there. And we'll go on a long ride and I'll let you guys know exactly what I think about it, but on top end and stuff on a long ride. But it's got a really good mellow tone. Let's fire it up here and let you guys hear it. Definitely has that same Himalayan tone, but it's a lot deeper, and just now it's a thumper. I'm pretty happy with it. It's very mellow if you're just riding it normal, but when you get down on the throttle, it comes alive. Pretty proud of that. Now it did come with some exhaust sealer, and we didn't really figure out where that went, so you may have supposed to put a little bit up there where it goes around the head. Probably couldn't hurt, but that seal was in pretty good shape. I did notice I had to tighten these up pretty good to keep that from leaking there, so maybe that sealer might have helped. But shout out to Delcovic. Man, those guys, I'm telling you, such a nice piece. It comes shipped and wrapped up where it won't get, you know, damaged in shipping, and super proud of that, guys. Those guys really made a nice exhaust for this bike. That's sweet, man. Good job, guys. Delcovic, sounds good, happy. 270 bucks shipped to the door. Not bad at all. That's all I got today, guys. I appreciate you guys riding along with us here, and we'll get some more CT125 content coming soon too as well, and we'll take the Himalayan out. I just try to ride them all. I got a lot of, you know, plans in the future, but I want to try to share the love on all the bikes so they don't sit. All right, guys, come along again for the next one. Take care.